Welcome back. I'm Matt, and this is Chewin the Fat. And I'm here with Tim, Beth, and Adam, and we are enjoying some Traveler's Whiskey. Because good whiskey is like a good song. It doesn't require an explanation. One taste should tell you everything you need to know. And with that, we're back.
It's Buffalo Trace Distillery, by the way. If you all know what Buffalo Trace is. Which everybody...
What is it? I don't know.
Oh, God. It's a distillery.
Do you know Taylor Swift?
Yeah.
It's not that.
It's not Buffalo Trace. It's just distilled at their facility.
Developed by Krista Stapleton.
Yeah, Chris Stapleton, Traveler Whiskey, yes.
So if it ain't Buffalo Trace, it's a waste.
If it's not Scottish, it's crap.
If it ain't Trace, don't put it in your face.
Yeah. Boo-boo, come on now.
But
figured.
that's not Scotch, though.
This is just straight whiskey.
It is cool.
Scotch is it's all regional. It's all whiskey, but after that it's all regional.
How it's...
Who are you talking to?
And it's all wild, which is where we're picking up where we left off. We were talking about some wildlife, meal prep, also meals of the week. What's a good day for venison? Is a Tuesday a good day for venison?
Good day for venison, I would say, would be a cold day, a Sunday.
Disney Plus with Bambi on the screen.
I would think a light day. Like maybe a hump day.
Ooh, Wednesday.
Yeah, because it's lean.
Why not camel for
It's not heavy.
I don't know. I kind of like the camel. That is good for the hump day thing. I can see venison like on a Thursday as you're kind of getting into the weekend, kind of a thing right there.
When
we
you
can
don't
meal
really
prep
want
for that.
something heavy, but you want something full of flavor.
Isn't it a vasodilator, like that lean meat or something like that?
Right. So that, and my question is, what makes it heavy? Like the amount of fat?
Fat, yeah.
Like,
What, you saying it's an aphrodisiac?
Go on.
Well,
If it's a vasodilator.
eating
that's
extremely decadent steaks like a Wagyu or like a heavy marbled prawn tends to kind of like sit heavier, and because it's overly rich and very, very
clog the dorsal artery with
So
all
you
that
wouldn't
fat.
Dude, Wagyu venison? Wait a second here, because it's usually lean. What if we fatten one up? Would that be good? Like a fat deer?
So it would lose its gamey flavor.
Yeah.
Okay.
It would become
Once you change its
more,
food, it does
yeah, I mean, it would become more
I'll shove it full of cereal.
commercialized.
Which cereal?
Rice Krispie treats?
I was thinking Fruity Pebbles, but yeah, why not? Why not
All the
both?
time with Wagyu. He's like, they feed him Rice Krispie treats.
Well, either just any grain, any grain or oat or something like Rice Krispie treats or Cheerio.
Hell yeah! What are some
These
other?
would be a good.
What are some other Wagyu wildlife that we could do?
All right, so here, how about
Like
this?
duck?
A Wagyu lesson. Do you know where the Wagyu like massage beer, all that pampering bullshit myths and shit
I don't know. I
came
just
from?
listen to Matt.
Great topic.
Yeah.
So back in like 1500s when Japan was under shogun rule, which is like a military leadership, they had to establish their own like food supply. Japan is not notorious for for grazing areas.
They're
It's
an island
mountainous
nation.
Island nation, right? So in order to beef up, see what I did there?
We'll get sound effects eventually.
Editing.
Yeah.
In order to make it more effective as far as like nutrition value goes, they started feeding what cattle they had fattier things, or like grain rich shit, a lot of corn, a lot of things that like would normally like be like discarded after like human consumption. Those things would go into like a generic feed,
Like a slop bucket.
like a
Okay.
slop in a trough, right?
Okay.
The massaging, because there's no pasture land for them to walk around. Muscles would atrophy and get smaller. In effect, they would shrink, meaning there's less usable
Yum.
product at market,
Gotcha.
right? When it comes, so that's the massaging and the
It has
beer and all
nothing
that.
to do with
It had nothing
fat
to do with being high
distribution.
dollar or any type of like marketing scheme. It was literally just to feed the island.
Oh, so
And because there was no pasture land for them to walk while they graze, they had to substitute their muscle activity with massaging. And then the fat-rich diets, so it would
Okay,
big.
so they're playing with their food, but they're making the
it.
best of it. They're maximizing their yields, and they're trying to do whatever they can. And now we've got some absolutely tasty meat because of it.
So-
and those
so
practices.
now-
So necessity is the mother of innovation.
Absolutely. So when people say things like Kobe beef, it literally only
Has to be from
refers
Japan,
to
right?
Yeah, it has to come
Kobe,
from
Japan.
Kobe.
Yeah.
right.
Gotcha.
And
It's
there's 6 other towns that are known to produce beef for export, and that's literally what the Japanese Wagyu tag is all about. It's just those towns in Japan that export.
We should buy a
It's like
tiny home.
champagne can
And
only
raise what?
come from Champagne, France.
Right.
Judea de Parma can
Ah.
only come from de Parma, Italy.
Okay.
There's certain areas that have, that's what they make their lively.
That trademark.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just thinking here for a second on the Wagyu wildlife. I mean, that's fattening up and taking care of the cow for a better yield, of course. And then I'm thinking about other animals now. So, like, what's the deal with the chickens now? Because people don't like it when we've got these. I'm thinking Wagyu chicken, but people don't like when these birds have been overfed now and that there's a stripping effect on its muscles that you get or something. You heard about
The
this?
woodiness.
It's called
Yeah.
white stripe.
Okay,
White
you would know
stripe
the real thing. We were told woody breasts.
woody breast. Is
That's
that
what-
because of the texture of the muscle
Yeah,
fibers?
that
So it-
stringy,
okay.
hard.
Yeah, so it's called white stripe because you can literally see the white stripes
Yes.
in between the muscle fibers.
Okay.
What that